This is Jenny.
And this is Cassie.
You're listening. It got weird. Hello, and welcome to It Got Weird. I am Jenny. I am the married one in the United States.
And this is Cassie, the unmarried one living in Amsterdam.
And thank you for finding us and getting weird. We are a marginally funny podcast that helps you get through life's weirdest moments
with as much humor as possible.
Yeah, maybe that's an opener. I don't know. We're going to play with it.
I like it. Well written.
Thank you.
It can definitely be a working opener. That's good.
Yeah. As saucy as we get, we'll just see how that plays out.
It'll evolve.
And we've got producer Brian today.
We do, and much better this week. I was suffering from the man cold stuff last time.
You're improved?
I think I am.
So concerned.
Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
The fact that you can't tell is concerning.
I think he still just wants sympathy.
Is that like part of the post-man cold? Is that what we're calling it? Is it man cold? Is that what it was? The post-man cold syndrome?
I didn't get any good nursing, I guess. Is that what Jenny referred to it as?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be good. What was it? Don't be a good nurse.
Yes.
Well, if you keep the expectations super high, you just have to continue to live by them.
No. Okay.
Setting that bar, right? The caretaker's bar.
That.
Under promise and over deliver. That is definitely our mantra.
Under commit, over deliver. Appropriately.
So today today is our episode. It's called Sansa and Sex Tapes.
Mm-hmm.
We are gonna not bombard everyone with Game of Thrones, but it is the first. We just all of us finally watched the first episode. Cassie had a little negotiating to do with, was it Amazon?
It was Amazon Prime. Yes. That was quite the debacle. I had to really throw down for that one.
So we'll get into that, our openers. And then we will end with talking about sex tapes and nudes and all of those good things. But I don't know if you noticed, Cass, but it was a year ago, I think today, that we did our first sample conversation when we recorded after the Masters last year.
Was that today?
You went from one thing, you're like, we're going to talk about, Game of Thrones and sex tapes. And you're like, I don't know if you know this, Cass, but it was a year ago today. And I'm like, she's going to say sex tape. She's going to say this a year ago today. I saw your sex tape or something.
Sadly, that was not the case. That would be 2 years ago today.
But I do have a tie-in.
Today we had a phone call.
A very important one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and we talked about Tiger Woods nudes,
which is really ironic because he's back in the news because he's a badass, just killing it.
Back in action.
Mm-hmm. Making us
proud. Oh God.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I've ever seen Tiger Wood nudes.
You're missing out.
You're so missing out.
I'm gonna go Google that.
Google that in a safe environment.
No, Google it now so we can see your face when you take the whole image in. And while we wait for you to, because it'll take a while for that to download. Cass, what are you drinking?
Did you find it already? No?
I have very good internet.
Okay. Well, I am drinking. Well, you just take that in, soak it in. I've been really good about not drinking during the week, except today and yesterday. Pretty much, it's been so I had a really big project launch last week, which was on my birthday, and it was awesome. It went really well. I'm so grateful it went well. And then we had birthday shenanigans. So this weekend was really busy, but my poor planning skills of coming down off of birthday shenanigans, I have such a busy week this week. And it's nothing super crucial. There's just like a lot of little things happening, and I'm trying to do them and not get frustrated by having to do all these little things. I needed a glass of wine, so I'm drinking wine.
I like how you say I'm doing so good not drinking during the week, except for today and yesterday, and it's Monday and Tuesday. Like those are literally all of the days in this week.
I believe I said I was doing very good. I was doing very well.
From a starting point of when?
Well, the couple weeks leading up to my birthday, I was really good about not drinking during the week.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, okay. and then birthday happened, and now stress is happening. So I'm like, I got a lot of wine and champagne for my birthday. So I'm like, I'm gonna open up one of those bottles. I'm gonna watch an episode of RuPaul in between prepping for this show and doing other things I have to do tonight.
What is up with this goatee on Tiger Woods?
You've never seen
That's it? That's not
what. You're focusing on the wrong things, I think.
Well, I don't care. Oh, wait, okay.
Jenny, you're not drinking wine, obviously. You're being way more responsible.
No, I am drinking Go Cleanse Shake because I leave for Florida on Friday.
Yeah.
And I know what that means.
Swimsuits, heat, skimpy clothes.
A lot of alcohol. Maybe some good and bad. I don't know.
Let the wind take you wherever it must.
It's gonna be a blast, and we are going to try and record while we're down there, and you'll get to meet my Amber.
I can't wait.
It'll be a blast. So
you'll have a great time.
So I'm trying to be good.
I appreciate it. Actually, you holding the shake actually made me want one. I haven't had dinner yet, and it's like I just put an order with Go Cleanse because I order it overseas, so I order like in bulk, and then the shipping's free, which is nice. So I'll be on the Go Cleanse train after Carson leaves for the States. So maybe we can suffer together because you'll be post Florida and I'll be pre-summering.
I need to do a full, I need to do another.
We could do that together. We should do, I like when we do it together because you can like suffer, and that's what true friendship's about, is being able to share those suffering moments together.
Absolutely. Brian, what are you drinking?
I am in honor of this tweet that Tiger Woods put out. I'm drinking black coffee with a little bit of cream on top.
Did you get the whole image, all of it?
Yeah.
The next thing for you to Google is probably Lindsey Vonn nudes.
Why?
Why not?
I've seen nude people before. This is not that exciting.
Yeah.
What? But
I mean, he's doing all right.
Anyway. Yeah, she is too. I wish they were back together. But Tiger just won the Masters, so everyone's super excited.
Yeah.
And I think we first spoke about, anyway, we talked about and went down a rabbit hole of my
yeah. We can reroute.
Yeah.
A year ago, we had a conversation. Yeah. That conversation was a recorded phone call to essentially test how funny we actually were, because we think we're funny sometimes. And, you just got to hear it back to confirm those notions.
Where's that phone call?
Confirmed that. Jenny might still have it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, you have it somewhere. Like, I know I don't have it anymore, but
I think I might have it. The audio sucked even worse than what our audio does now. Yeah, but keep in mind, Cass is in the in another
Netherlands, the Nether regions. I know you want to say it, Netherlands. But we didn't have real equipment then. Like, I didn't have my Mac yet, no machines. We didn't have mics. We were like doing it over the phone, I think on WhatsApp maybe, and just recorded it to see if we can
back in the old Nirvana days when we were still in our garages. Pretty
much. That's how it compared to our high tech. A year ago, now we have a producer. I can see you guys. We're sharing, a document to get, like, there's just all this technology involved. It seems like archaic to think we started with a phone call.
Using all the interwebs at once.
All of it.
All right. So we had a great conversation a year ago, and now Tiger's back and still fabulous naked. And so for those who are not a huge fan of Game of Thrones, I'm sure there are a couple of those. So we are going to do a quick 5-minute highs and lows. We're going to try and get our impression of the first episode of the final season. And do you want to set that timer, Brian?
Yeah, I was going to say, Brian, keep us honest.
Yes, because we pay attention to that so much.
We may go off the rails.
All right. So, Cass, you go ahead.
Okay. So, I don't think I need to go into the Amazon story, but firstly, it took me a while to commandeer to get my hands on the episode, which shouldn't have been a problem, but I finally made it happen after much negotiating with Amazon due to geo restrictions. And we watched it last night, and an overall rating, I was pleased with it because I think it's that episode that is just setting the bar, right? It's just like reintroducing.
So 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
What did you give?
I'd give it maybe like a 7.
Okay.
7.5 maybe. I rewatched it before taking my notes for the show because I want to make sure that I didn't miss, you know how that show is. You can miss little things. Yeah, I think a 7.5 would be a level score for me. Just because it's that, I think shit's going to go down in the next episode, but this is the reintroducing of characters, setting the bar for the season, kind of shows off what they're trying to do. Tell me if you feel the same. They're trying to bring in more comedy, not like a lot of it, but just like a little bit of funny. There's like some one-liners that were not forced, but almost forced, like kind of stood out to me.
The you're a man, not yet.
There was that line, and there was the he has blue eyes. I've always had blue eyes, like, which actually made me laugh out loud because I love that character. But Carson was like, "There's no way he'd be able to see that in the dark. Like, he wouldn't know his eye color. He totally ruined that for me." So, but there was like 3 or 4 of them, and then there was also one where they're talking about hanging out with the girls, and he's like, "Which girl?" When they're talking about one of those girls is sick and she's gonna die in a year, like, you know what I mean? Like these little quirps, more than usual, but 7.5. I think the high for me, just that entry scene. I should call it, is it entry scene? What would you call it? Opening scene?
The song,
not
part,
the song
like
part, but like
credits?
the first like 3 minutes of the show when they're live. That's not the credits. Is that just opening scene, like the first scene?
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, with the dragons.
Yeah, well, there was dragons involved. Yes, just when they're coming into town on the horses, and then the dragons come in. Like that gave me chills, and you could just see, like, they're trying to reintroduce that power that Khaleesi has, and to see how
the look she gave when she was like, they don't need to respect me.
Yeah,
they got fucking dragons.
And the dragons come in, and she has that smirk on her face, and then you see, I love the way that fear looks in people's eyes, and you could just see these characters like genuinely afraid. So that was my like high moment, even though there's other great parts too. But yeah.
So your other high.
So my other high was the his and hers dragons. I really like that John and Khaleesi took a ride together. I thought that was really cute, and the CGI on that was, I thought, impressive.
All I could think of was How to Train Your Dragon. Like, that's what I was watching.
I've never seen that. But.
It's so funny that we're gonna have conflicting highs and lows. But I'm gonna wait to do mine until you get till you keep going.
I have so many. I know I have so many for this show. I couldn't pick. So I really like the dragon scene, and there's some telling points in that too. Like there's some foreshadowing happening. Another low, which I think you and I can touch on together, is the Cersei fucking scene. Like, very disappointing, but I think that was a chessboard that we're going to see the strategy come out.
I would have fallen down the stairs immediately.
Well, if you recall, she's already pregnant. So
yeah,
that's not going to happen. So I think that's a power move that will later, come to fruition and eventually dissolve after someone's killed off.
That motherfucker's dying in the next episode.
I'm surprised he didn't die this episode, honestly. Like, but there will be one big shift, like that sex and then the baby. There's going to be one big shift that she's going to use. And I need like a full map to understand what that looked like, but she's going to do something with that eventually.
Okay.
So that was kind of a low moment too, because I couldn't believe that was happening. I think.
She actually hooked up with Seaboy?
Yeah. And when did he come back? Didn't he like peace out?
Yeah, but that was part of her plan. Remember, she actually sent him in the last episode of last season. He stormed off going, we're going to go hang out in the water because the dead people don't swim.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah.
But whenever she met with Jamie later, she said, I sent him off to go get our army from the Iron Kingdom.